Today, for America's 250th anniversary, I'm doing something very special. I've been saving this 250th anniversary Duke G.I. Joe classified figure for today to open it, to add to my collection. I got suckered into the FOMO thing, and unfortunately I bought it from Akari for more than it was worth. And then, of course, inevitably 2 weeks later, there was a whole stack of them at Walmart. They were just on the end cap in the back. I didn't buy another one, though, because I only need one. But I should have waited. I have learned, actually, I've not learned to be patient when it comes to certain things. So let's check them out. And then at the end, I'll do a little tour of my whole collection. Oh, let's see here. Conrad S. Hauser is his name. First Sergeant Airborne. You don't need to hear all this. If you know who Duke is, you know who he is. I'd say he's the leader of G.I. Joes, but he not really is. I think like Hawk is or something. I probably should have saved the card, huh? Alright, too late. I destroyed the card. Darn. Oh well. Out. It comes with a special edition white stand. Comes with a white gun. Comes with the blue binoculars. Comes with fisty hands. I never put the fisty hands in that because then they can't hold a gun. Red fisty hand. Special white knife, special G.I. Joe backpack. It says, G.I. Joe, a real American hero. Wherever there's trouble, over land and sea and air, G.I. Joe is there. White gun. Special, whatever this is, M16. It's got a star on it. There he is. Duke. Let's put his backpack on. It is a pretty nice day here in Central Illinois. I celebrated it by going to the zoo, which was completely empty. It was actually kind of nice. There was nobody there. And it just rained. So all the animals are actually out because it stopped raining. And it was just a nice day to walk around the zoo. Went to an antique mall in the morning and the farmer's market before that. Just, had a good day. July 4th. 2026, Central Illinois. Here I am, playing with action figures. But I had a good Friday yesterday. It was first Friday. I have a studio now here in this town. My own studio, which is nice. I've been doing some much more fun art. My life has changed so much in the last year. I moved away from Kansas. I don't know if I did an update about that yet. I promise I'll do a proper update here soon. But today I just wanted to do a goofy Merica 250th anniversary Duke update, because this Chinese toy is the perfect way to celebrate America. I mean, why not? So here's him with his little fun helmet, because wearing this kind of outfit in battle won't draw any attention. I don't know what you're going to try to blend in with this kind of stuff. Maybe the flag. Maybe. I don't know. So, I don't like that other gun, but I do like this one. Let's put Probably have to have this guy drive a vehicle or something, because he'll get to stand out too much in the crowd. Oh my gosh. fireworks have already begun here, and it's barely like, not even 7 o'clock. Sun won't go down for another hour at least, probably. Man, sometimes it's hard to get their fingers in the trigger part. So, yeah, I've just been doing art. I kind of gave up on tattooing permanently. I'm still going to tattoo myself and my wife, and maybe a friend if I ever make a new one that wants a tattoo, but probably not. I am ironically teaching this girl how to tattoo, though, just because I want her to not make some of the mistakes I made. But I wouldn't say it's an apprenticeship. It's more like just showing her how some things are dangerous if you use them the wrong way, and just basic medical protocol and stuff like that, so she doesn't hurt herself or her friends. There he is. There's Duke. I don't use stands. I never use any of the like stands. They're totally against how I do my action figure setup. So let me do a little switcheroo here. Show you my entire. Start over here. These are my good guys. This is the Vamp, the original Vamp, and I modified it with Gridiron Gang Customs. Yeah, I think I have everything out right now except for a couple things. The Renegade Slaughter Marauders, this guy's buddies, and my Valaverse guys. I love the Valaverse stuff. It started out with a love-hate relationship because I got a few broken ones, but I actually like his stuff a little, I don't know. I go back and forth. These are all, I've collected a whole bunch of these helmets, and what I do is I put them on uniques so that when I get a double, like the 7 or 8 Snake Eyes they've done, I can just put a helmet on it, and then it's just a commando steel trooper dude. And then what's fun is if I do ever set them up, I can just like suddenly have them become a unique. Because who needs, 5 Sergeant Slaughters? Actually, Sergeant Slaughter's head is too big, I think, to put those helmets on, so I have to, switch his head out. Wow, they ain't really letting off the bombs out there. I have to switch his head out, and, let's see, where's the last Sergeant Slaughter I modified? I don't know. I modify so many of these. But yeah, this is pretty much my good guy setup. I have every Valaverse figure they've done, all the uniques anyways. I don't get the troop builders. Once in a while I'll get 1 or 2 of the troop builders, but Spyro isn't. This guy isn't a G.I. Joe. No. And then this is my Dreadnoks, which I bought a whole bunch of Zartans right early on because he's my favorite character out of G.I. Joe. And this is my custom Ninja Force Zartan version 2 that I made in 2000. When the San Diego Comic-Con Zartan came out, I made one because I knew they wouldn't come out with them. They finally did make one. I think mine's just a little better, though. I'm biased, though, because mine's more neon-y, and he matches the original a little more. My colors match a little better. I made the chains from Legos. So that's a total custom Zartan that I made years ago. And he changed his color in the sun because I used the San Diego Comic-Con one. This is a San Diego Comic-Con one that I modified. Oh, he fell over a little bit. He's got Cobra Commander's broken fucking helmet on him. And then I got this bike at a thrift store. And it's freaking perfect. It looks totally like it could be a Dreadnought bike. And this is just another one. I have a lot of Zartans. Let me show you over here real quick. This is my Zartan shelf. I have over 40 different Zartans they've done. Probably close to 50 at this point. There's still a few I'm missing, but not very many. And then just a quick scan of... I collect toys. These are all my other shelves of toys. Just rando stuff. There's toys everywhere in this room. This is my room of whimsy. My DC Direct figures. My DC heroes. What's left of my Star Wars stuff. A few more Joes. Just random. I kind of categorize them by like these are all like animals or like, swamp thingy group kind of energy. These are all like goblins and vampires and stuff. These are all like demons and goblins too, and then just rando. What's this? I don't know, animals again. These are my fashion dolls. Fashion dolls. More fashion dolls. These guys I take from, it's just the bottom stuff I take from and modify sometimes, tear them apart. Like I want to take all these Warhammer guys and turn them into bats with the extra heads I have. This is my entire Shadowrun collection. I already showed you that one. More rando ones. Mythic, Legion, Cosmic stuff. Just rando stuff. Star Wars. DC already showed you. These ones I've kind of made. I put together figures, so that's like a fairy I made. I made the angel back there. That's a crystal angel right there. That's a sombrero wearing Cad Frankenstein Bane. I don't know. Sometimes I tear apart figures, or I'll take parts off other figures and put them together. I have fun with toys. I play with all my toys. It took a lot of willpower to keep that Duke packaged up for the 2 weeks I had him. Yokai stuff. I should just do a whole tour since I'm doing it. Why not? Yokai. I love yokai. Rando stuff. And then over here, my Lobo collection. I got rid of all my miniatures when I left Kansas. No longer have to worry about Hayes, Kansas, where I was stuck. Been here for a year. I have almost every Fortnite figure, but I've been slowly tearing apart them a little bit to make weird Joes. This is my Midnight Suns collection and my Suicide Squad guys. Just rando stuff. Fortnite. Okay, so this right here, these are all customs. These are all customs. These are bad guys. I call them the Slytherin Serendipitous 16, but I think there's not 16 of them yet. And this is the Neon Electric Shadow Guard. Shadowgate Shadow Guard, I haven't decided. I think it's going to be Shadow Guard. And these are all custom, like, torn apart. I make them from different, like, sometimes I'll totally tear apart guys and just, I don't know, I have fun with them. Like I painted the one Doctor Strange character, make him look like translucent, and these are just ones I tear apart, or it just depends. Sometimes it's hard to make them into military guys because they're too alien, and then, I don't know, just rando toys I find, and then what's left of my vintage Joes. But yeah, I showed you all the good guys. I showed you all the dreadnoughts. This is my bad guys. I made a couple. I love Big Boa too. He's probably my second favorite character in G.I. Joe. So I made different weight classes. One I made from a Brock Lesnar body, and one I made from a Road Pig body. Because when I was a kid, I took Road Pig's body and put Big Boa's head on it, from the original 80s G.I. Joes, and I called him Super Boa. And he was one of my favorite. In fact, I have a bunch down here. I'll show you. These are the boas that I made. And you can see there's the Super Boa, and then I made some variations of them because they did blue and green one from Street Fighter, but it was the same body as the old Road Pig. So I made like robot alien. And I used to pretend Big Boa was a robot because I didn't have the cartoon as a kid, and I didn't care about the file cards. I kind of just made up stories in my own head, and he always look at his head. He always looked like a robot to me. So I had fun with him. I would take his head and put him on other bodies, and he'd come back to life. So yeah, that's what's left. That's the diminished Road Pigs. Yeah, I used to love taking apart Joes when I was a kid. That's kind of why I like the new Classified series, because you can even modify them more. Like, you can just deck them out and like go nuts with them and do all kinds of. A lot of these guys in here are customs, or I'll buy 2 or 3 of the same one and make different versions of them. Just depends. I have a lot of fun with my G.I. Joe Classifieds. It's probably the thing I'm still going to collect to the end of the line. So yeah, I made like a dirty friggin' one, and then I left one regular, and then I did one with Big Boa, and then I had an extra Sergeant Slaughter, so it fit perfect, and then I made one with the Brock Lesnar body. And this is all my Cobras. Cobra. All my Cobra Commanders. All the different versions. I got the Throne one. I actually ordered one from Big Bad Toy Store and one from Hasbro, so I should have 2 of those. Now And then my HasLab jet for the bad guys. And my crystal ball army, which I've been making more of these. I bought 2 crystal balls, and one of them I just stripped down and made like a soldier. That's the one behind him. This one made like a soldier crystal ball, and then I kind of like the crystal ball stuff they've done, all the spooky bad guys. So I took and like modified some Cobra Vipers with the heads, and tried to use up all the extra heads I got. I bought 2 of those Ghost Viper guys. I think I got 2 of them, yeah. And then just, so yeah, I'm pretty obsessed with the classified line. It's a lot of fun. I can't wait till winter because I got the snowcat coming. I'm building a fence in my backyard, and once the snow flies, I'm gonna go out there and actually play with toys. 50-year-old man playing with toys. Okay, let me show you the rest of my collection real quick since I'm doing this. I also collect dolls. This is my American Girl doll set up. Let me turn on the light here. All this has lights that can be activated. This is my American Girl dolls. These are all the spooky Halloween ones. And then bedroom set up with the American Girl dolls. I keep telling them to clean it up, but they just don't listen. It gets messier every time I come in. And then the kitchen. She's not an American Girl doll. She's actually a BJD, a ball joint doll you can get from Amazon called, I forget. They're like the cheapest ball joint dolls you can buy. They're like $60, and they're not technically ball joint dolls. They're kind of like just fashion dolls, but they're bigger. She's tall. She's probably 30 inches tall. So she runs she's the leader of the restaurant. This guy's guarding the fridge. And over here, more American Girl dolls. When I first started getting the dolls, I had them all mixed together. I would have these are all different. These are all Walmart or Target dolls, Our Generation or My Life as a Doll. And I would keep them, I'd mix them all together. But then as I got more, I kind of unfortunately divided them by socioeconomics. So all my American Girl dolls are on the left, and all my other ones are over here. So I do buy some. I love the special edition ones. I plan on customizing some of these, and then this is just a rando area. I get those giant Monster High dolls, and then a giant Bratz doll, and then I got a couple of different Yodas. I bought one that wasn't articulated. This one because he doesn't. And then they came out with an articulated one, sideshow. So I bought him, and then just some of the. I have lights and all these, so I can just trigger it. And yeah, that's my room of whimsy. Let me show you the rest of my. I just got all the Valaverse file cards up, and then I put all the small toys like on top of my bookcases, and eventually this whole place will be covered with I put all stuff on top of these too, like little accessories that I like, or I can zoom in and show you. Just any little toy or mask or weird thing that comes with an accessory, like that's from Transmetropolitan. I have 2 of him, the Two-Face smoking cat from the future. I'll show you that guy. Sorry for the movement, but I have 2 of that Transmetropolitan. I have the one where he's flipping the bird, Spider Drizzle, and then I have the regular one, which I gave him a hat, just for fun. So yeah, this is my other room. I got some cool stuff in here. Our Generation. I got this tank that Zartan and Drusilla are driving. I have 2 of this Sideshow Zartan, and I use this one to play with, and the other one I just leave set up because he's kind of delicate. But he's driving Drusilla around in his tank. Comics. Got these Warhammer boards I'm trying to finish. Where's the one that I painted? This one I painted. I have 8 more of these to do. They're for miniature gaming. I just wanted to make this giant road. So I painted that, and there's a lot of detail on this thing. I worked on it forever. I kind of want to put glow-in-the-dark effects over the skulls. Add that to the 10,000 projects I have. This is all accessories and just buckets of heads and arms. I don't get rid of anything with my toys, and I break stuff and make new stuff out of it, and like decide, this is all to be organized. This needs to be organized, and pretty much all that stuff needs to be organized. I have a slappy dummy, but he hangs out in the window and just creeps out people. He's very cool. His eyebrows move up and down. His eyes move. His face moves. But he just like guards. Him in the Fortnite mask. Guard the window. These I'm going to turn into masks. Do I have one up here to show you? Yeah. This is one. They're from the He-Man, but I take them and Dremel them out and then make masks for my ball joint dolls, which I'll show you. It's just my pile of unorganized comic books. Yada, yada, yada. And these are all my ball joint dolls here, which some of them are finished, some of them are not, and I have 2 at my studio that I'm working on. I make parts for them, I dye them, I color them. And then this is my bedroom. I wasn't planning on doing a video of everything, but whatever. This guy's yet to be done. This is some of my favorite dolls in my room. This is Fred. Fred and his 2 brothers. Excuse me. That doll, the blue dragon doll, I dyed. Sorry. And I carved all his scales in him. I cut a hole in his forehead and put that real opal in him. And I painted all his nails. And I'm still not done with him. I have an outfit. And I still need to finish painting his tail and his wings a little better. But I put a lot of work into this guy, and I put scales on his on his side of his head that I carved in. He took forever. And that's the other Yoda that actually is articulated. And this is a create your own American Girl doll that I made for myself. And this is a Canadian Maple Leah doll that just reminded me too much of Chucky and not to get. So I bought him because he just looks like a Chucky. Even the outfit they sold was kind of Chucky-ish. I put together the outfit on their website. And my stuffy collection. And this big boa right here, I made this big boa from a Mondo Skeletor probably about 6 years ago. He's all custom. He doesn't articulate anymore because I glued them all together. But I painted that, and it's all done with fingernail polish. I probably took a year off my life smelling that shit because I coated that motherfucker 10 times. And just rando. I got a ball joint doll dragon that I paid too much for. I got Nicole Bolas, which I've made payments on several years ago, probably 8-9 years ago when they sold them from Sideshow. And I got the deluxe one, and the extra head I actually put on my voodoo hat. And then I have a not very flattering painting of myself above my altar. And then I have what's left of my Boglin collection. Got rid of a lot of my Boglins. Sold them to somebody in Colorado who I'm no longer friends with that didn't ever pay me what I was owed. Long story, sad story, but live and learn. And then my grassroots hat collection and all my stuffies on my bed, which there's too much. I have to purge every once in a while because they start taking over. And then my yokai watch collection, which I have everything but the anniversary, that one they did that's digital, and it's just so expensive, so I haven't got it yet. And I think that's it. Planning for president. And my closet of games. But yeah, that's pretty much, this is I redid this whole upstairs. It took me forever to do this upstairs. I worked on it. There was mold in the bathroom. Oh, I didn't show you that. Let me show you that real quick. I redid this whole bathroom. I sealed everything and painted it, and this is where I keep all the water G.I. Joes appropriately. The only one that's custom in here is Quick Kick. I made a custom. I took a double Quick Kick and made a water Quick Kick. And what's kind of cool is these new scary looking water viper, hydro eel vipers, whatever they're called. Their heads actually fit on the old vipers. You can cram the alternate head. You can cram into these guys' heads. So there's a scarier head you can put in some of the old water dudes. So yeah, I'll wait to this and this More just. So yeah, that's just an update on my collection. I know, July 4th. That's what America's about, right? Capitalism. Buying shit that you don't need to put in a house that's too big for you to own and takes too many resources to maintain. But what do you do? I don't know. I'm leaning fully into doing art for the next year. I rented a studio, paid a year up front when I turned 50, just as a reward to myself. I don't know, for making it this long. And I honestly don't care if I make any money this first year. I just want to do good, high quality art, and that's what I've been doing. I've been just going there and treating it like a job, 4-5 hours a day, painting big paintings, and some of them are pretty epic. I should share some of them on this page. I know I don't update things very often. It was rough. The last 7 years in Kansas really taxed me, and the first 6 months here where I'm at, took a lot of adjustment. I'm still reeling in a way from just life. Turning 50 was a little... I had a great 50th birthday. I had a friend from out of town come and treat me so well. I'm very lucky to have the friends I have in my life, and the people, the 3-4 people I met in Kansas that were really good people will be friends to the end of my days. And so that's all I've been doing. I just hang out in my room at Whimsy at the end of the day, playing with G.I. Joes and dolls like some kind of, I don't know, man-child, I guess you'd say. But fuck it, why not? I mean, life's short, and I want to have fun with the time I have left and do things that I want to do and not worry as much. It's been hard because I worry way too much and I'm way too serious, and that's gotten me nothing good from it. Just taking years off my life probably. But trying to be a little more lighthearted. I have a new internet thing. I don't maintain it though. My wife runs all my social media except for this page, which I don't engage as much as I used to. I'm at 27 minutes, and it's probably weird that my camera's sideways. I'm probably annoying everybody that watches this, but whatever. I have a new page on Facebook called King of Whimsy, but it's spelled with a Z. WHIMZY. King of Whimsy. You can look for it if you care. If anybody's still watching this 27 minutes in. Things are going better for me finally. My perspective and my attitude towards life is finally, like, I don't know, somewhat maturing. I know that's ironic, surrounded by dolls and G.I. Joes, to say that I'm finally maturing. But I am in a way where I just don't give a fuck as much as anymore what people think. I mean, I gave a lot less of a fuck than most people. But I mean, I did in a weird way. I don't know, it's hard to explain. I'm a human, so I'm complicated. I'm ironic. I'm a paradox. We all are. The truth lies somewhere in the middle, the dialectic of enlightenment would say. So that's where I'm at. I'm trying to kind of reach the middle more instead of go to extremes. And I think I've done enough of the extremes in my life to one side or the other, and I kind of want to find a middle ground for the rest of my life, just to find some peace and sanctuary in my heart. And I don't know. So that's why I don't do as many updates, because I don't feel as compelled anymore to prove anything or care. Like, even when I first got to this town I'm in, I tattooed for 2 weeks at a shop, and I was just like, nope, I can't do this anymore. I should do a video just about that, because it was very mind-blowing about how just certain things that are super negative have infiltrated aspects of professional tattooing, and in certain groups that I don't want to get into in this moment. But yeah, I'm here, and I'm just living life, and I am doing a lot more art. So if you ever liked any of my art, or if you want to see my art really grow over the next few years, I'm going to be doing much more complicated paintings. I'm going to attempt a palette knife painting that's probably going to be the size of a door here if I can find it, and I might have to stretch my own canvas to do it the way that I envision, of the Chicago sunrise, sunset, with the lights and the river and all the buildings, just like a horizon view of Chicago. And then I'll probably do like my hometown and then the town I'm in eventually. I'm still doing impressionism, and I'm still painting tarot cards, but certain things I paint take a lot longer. And my impressionism painting doesn't take long at all. I can really bust out impressionism pretty quickly. So, but yeah, this is my video. I don't know, I haven't done an update forever, so I guess I'm combining my collection with an update video, just because why not? It's July 4th and I'm bored and it's not dark yet, and then the bombs are going to be. I'm not a big fan of July 4th, not because I'm not patriotic, which I'm not. I mean, ironically, collecting all these G.I. Joes, that's the most. That's to me, like when I think about G.I. Joe, that's the best thing that's ever come out of warfare. And like in general, like armies is toys. Like I don't like war. I don't like bombs. I don't like loud noises at all. It bothers me on a level that's very triggering, and I don't know. I just can't even tell you I hate July 4th. I am glad when it goes away, just because of the noise more than anything. And don't get me started on the state of the country and patriotic and Trump and all that, because I'm trying to find the middle, but I'm very left still. I'm not. I'm not. I mean, I'm conservative in some things, but I kind of am trying to be a little more moderate the older I get. But I'm never gonna be a MAGA motherfucker. That's for sure. So, and it's ironic too because, like, YouTube doesn't know how to algorithm me because, like, I watch knife videos, I collect GI Joe, but I also watch doll videos, and I listen to a bunch of left stuff. So if you collect GI Joe, the internet thinks immediately that you're just like pro-conservative and a Republican, because 90% of the guys out there that collect, I mean, I'm generalizing, I might be wrong in this assessment, but a good chunk of the 40 to 50-year-old men that collect GI Joe still are conservative, pro-military, um, you know, that MAGA kind of people, and I'm not. I mean, I get it. A lot of it's fear based. They're afraid. Everybody, all the old white people are afraid they're losing their power, and they are, and they should. That's look what we've done with it: oppress, colonize, and fucking patriarch the fuck out of everything. And I don't know. Maybe I got too educated. It's ironic because I got educated at a conservative college, but I still walked away with anti-conservative views, because it's almost like if you educate yourself enough, you cannot not see the evils of nationalism and patriotism taken to an extreme. I mean, it's good to be proud of your country, and it's good to be proud of where you're from, but that doesn't have to include the government. Like, if anything, that's, I don't know. I don't want to get down that road. I'm very conflicted on all of it. Still, it's hard to wrap my brain around, because what the fuck do I know? I'm just an idiot like everybody else, programmed by the same bullshit we all are. And it's getting harder to find the truth on the internet, that's for sure, because so much of it is catered towards what they're trying to make you feel. Like, not even what they're trying to make you believe, but what they want you to feel about the other side. And 90% of the people on both sides want the same thing: to feel secure, to feel loved, to have purpose, and have their children be safe and live in a safer world. And that's simple, and that's just how I feel about things. But anyways, Merry Christmas. I mean, Happy New Year's. I mean, Happy Halloween. I mean, Happy July 4th. I'm gonna let this video go. I hope everybody has a safe Halloween. I mean, all of the holidays, including July 4th. And may, I don't know, just find some peace and find some joy in your life. And stay tuned. Look me up on Facebook, The King of Whimsy. That's my new page. Bye. Pirate Wizard Dragon.